warm day today, and I thought it might be nice to have a some different scenery. And I also thought it would be cool to start off with our phonics work first, our word work, and then go on to our story, just to switch it up. So let's take a look at these contractions. Do you remember when contractions are when you take two words and you squeeze them together, take out a few of the letters and put an apostrophe in their place? The word's meaning doesn't change at all. It just gets shorter and a little faster to say. So let's read the contractions that I found in our story for today. Here's the first one: can't, I'll, I've, you'll, and I'm. And I want to do a little review and remind ourselves what two words this contraction is taking the place of. So, what two words make up the word can't? What two words did we originally have before we squeezed them together to make the word can't? I bet you're saying cannot. And you'd be right. So for the word cannot, we're going to take away the N and the O, put an apostrophe in their place, and we have the word can't. Cannot and can't mean the same thing. Let me use them in a sentence. I can't wait to go outside. I cannot wait to go outside. They mean the same thing. It's just a little easier and quicker and less formal to say can't. Okay, how about the word I'll? Which two words were used to make this contraction? I will. I'll go on a walk today. I will go on a walk today. They mean the same thing, don't they? How about the word I've? What two words make up the word I've? I have. So for that one, it really got squished together. The H and the A were taken out, an apostrophe put in its place, and we have the word I've. How about you'll? You'll. You'll go swimming today. It's a warm day. You will go swimming today. Oh, I see a lizard on the ground. Do you want to see him? Let's see if I can get you. Oh, he ran away in the bush. If he comes back, I'll try to video him for you. And the last one I found in our Tooth Fairy book is the contraction I'm. I'm. Do you know what two words make up I'm? I am. So we took the A out and put an apostrophe in its place, and we have I'm. Can you think of a sentence for those words? I'm happy. I am happy. They mean the same thing. All right, let's read the Tooth Fairy. And as I read it, I want you to listen for those contractions. And also, we're going to do a quick retell at the end. So be thinking about the characters, the setting, and what happens in the beginning, middle, and end. Mother, come quick, I've pulled a tooth. Matthew dear, how wonderful. Tell me about the Tooth Fairy again, please. Have you lost a tooth, or has someone pulled out one of your teeth? Are you making a text-to-self connection? Look at the sister. It's not very nice. Every night the Tooth Fairy flies about with her basket of goodies. Put your tooth under your pillow and she will swap it out for some treasure. Good night, children. Sweet dreams. It's not fair. I want treasure too, and I'm going to get some. Ugh, she's a little naughty. But Jessica, you know the Tooth Fairy can't swap for treasure unless you lose a tooth. Don't worry about the Tooth Fairy. I'll show her who's boss. Ah, just what I need. A kernel of corn. What do you think she's going to do with a kernel of corn? A little paint makes it look just like a real tooth. Tee, that should do the trick. Do you think the tooth fairy is going to fall for it? Is she going to think that kernel of corn that's painted white is a tooth? Let's find out. It won't work, Jessica. Nighty-night, Matthew. Jessica, wake up. Poof. Oh no, I've shrunk. Wake up, Matthew, you shrunk too. Jessica, what have you done? Did they shrink because she was trying to fool the tooth fairy? Let's find out. Greetings, children. I'm the tooth fairy. Look what I found under your pillow. Was that contraction I'm? It worked. She thinks the corn is my tooth. Why do you swap treasure for teeth? I'll show you. Just hold my hands and I'll say the magic words. Loose tooth away. Welcome to the Tooth Fairy's Palace. Bridges, walls, towers, all made of teeth. Every night, we tooth elves build a little more. This is the Hall of Perfect Teeth. Only the cleanest and brightest go here. My perfect tooth. So here's the tooth being put on a pedestal that says Matthew. I suppose my tooth goes here too. Come on, Jessica, this one needs work. All dirty yellow teeth must go to the tooth dungeon. It's very important to brush our teeth, isn't it? We robot tooth cleaners boil them in bubbling bath, then we scrub them until they shine like stars. Gulp. Now we will clean Jessica's tooth. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen when they clean the corn? Is all the paint going to come off? Ring, cling, ding, ding. Your tooth is a fake. We must put you in jail. Hurry, children, the robots don't like tricks. This is just pretend. It's just a silly story, huh? Quick, you'll be safe here. Now up the slide. It's time for you to leave. I never should have done it. Cheer up, Jessica. I'm sure you'll lose a real tooth soon. And you'll still swap me treasure? Of course. And you'll put my tooth in the Hall of Perfect Teeth like Matthew's? I won't know until I see it. Goodbye, children. Say the magic words as you go down the slide. Loose tooth away. Jessica, wake up. It's morning. The tooth fairy left me some treasure. Don't be sad. Here, have a bite of my apple. It's very nice of him to share his treasure, isn't it? Would you share your treasure with your brother or sister if you have one? Crunch. She took a bite of his apple and what happened? Mother, come quick. I've got a loose tooth. Shall I tell you about the tooth fairy again? What do you think? Is she going to want to hear about the tooth fairy again? You don't need to, Mother. I know all about it. This one's going to the Hall of Perfect Teeth. All right, let's do a quick retell. So who were the characters in our story? Do you remember their names? Matthew and what's his sister's name? Jessica. And the tooth fairy. And what is the setting for the story? There are a couple different settings. One is their house, their bedrooms to be specific, and the other one is the tooth fairy's palace built of teeth. What happened in the beginning, middle, and end of this story? In the beginning, I know you said this, Matthew lost a tooth and wanted to hear about what happens with the tooth fairy. Also, his sister was pretty jealous. So in the middle, she decided to pretend she lost a tooth and she painted a piece of corn white. Also in the middle of the story, they were shrunk and they visited the tooth fairy's palace to find out all about it. And at the very end, Matthew shares his treasure with his sister, which makes her tooth become loose. And she's very excited to go clean it and brush it and make it all sparkly white so that when it falls out, it will be part of the hull of perfect teeth. Okay, all right. When you're reading, make sure you practice retelling with your brother, sister, uncle, aunt, anybody who's living in the house with you. And I will see you again later. Have a good day.